My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. And, sister, as the winds give benefit and convoy his assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet and the trifling of his favor hold it a fashion in a toy blood, a violet in the youth of primy nature, forward, not permanent, sweet, not lasting, the perfume and suppliance of a minute, no more.
No more but so?
Think it no more, for nature, crescent, does not grow alone, infuse in bulk, but, as this temple waxes, the inward service of the mind and soul grows wide withal. Perhaps he loves you now, and now no soil nor caudle does me smirch the virtue of his will. But you must fear, his greatness weighed, his will not his own. For he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself. For on his choice depends the safety and health of this whole state, and therefore must his choice be circumscribed unto the voice and yielding of that body, whereof he is the head. Then if you say he loves you, it fits your wisdom so far to believe it. As he in his particular act and place may give his saying deed, which is no further than the main voice of Denmark goes withal. Then weigh what loss your honor may sustain. If with too credent ear you must his songs, or lose your heart, or your chast treasure open, to his unmastered importunity, fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister, and keep you in the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of desire. The chariest maid is prodigal enough, if she unmask her beauty to the moon. Virtue itself scapes not calumnious strokes. The canker galls the infants of the spring, too oft before their buttons be disclosed, and in the morning and liquid dew of youth. Contagious blasphements are most imminent. Be wary then, best safety lies in fear. Youth to itself rebels, though none else near.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep, as watchman to my heart. But, good my brother, do not, as some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whiles like puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads, and recks not his own reed.
Oh, fear me not. I stay too long, but here my father comes.
Father!
Yet here, Laertes, aboard for shame. The wind sits on the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There my blessing with thee. And these new precepts in the memory, see thou character. Give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast, and their adoption tried, grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel. But do not dull thy palm with entertainment of new-hatched, unfangled comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, bear that the opposite may be aware of thee. Give every man my ear, but few thy voice. Teach each man censor, but observe thy judgment. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy, rich, not gaudy. But for the apparel oft proclaims the man, and they in France of the best rank and in citation are the most select and generous, chief in that neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false of any man. Farewell, my blessing season this in thee.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord.
Oh, come, the time invites you. Go, your servants tend.
Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you.
'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key.
Farewell.
Farewell.
What is it, Ophelia, that he has said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Mary, well bethought, 'tis told me he hath of very late given private time to you, and you yourself have been so your audience to him.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection, pooh. You give him your affection like a green girl, unsifted in such perilous circumstances. Do you believe his tenders, and you call them?
I do not know what I should think, my lord.
Mary, I'll teach you. Think yourself a baby. Perhaps that you have taken these tenders for true pay. Running in thus, you'll tender me a fool.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion.
Aye, fashion you may call it. Go to.
And hath given countenance to his speech, my lord.
Aye, the springs to catch woodcocks, I do know. When the blood burns, how prodigal the soul lends the tongue vows. These blazes, daughter, giving more light than heat, extinct in both, even in their promise, as it is a making, you must not take for fire. From this, be somewhat scanter of your maiden presence, set your entreatments at a higher rate than a command to parley. For Lord Hamlet believes so much in him, that he is young, and with a larger tether may he walk than may be given you. In few, Ophelia, do not believe his vows, for they are brokers, not of that dye which their investments show, but mere implorations of unholy suits, breathing like sanctified and pious bawds, the better to beguile. This is for all. I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth, have you so slander any moment leisure as to give words or talk with the Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you, come your ways.
I shall obey, my lord. Somebody touching the Lord Hamlet.
That's it for the affection, pooh. You give to him. You speak like a sort of.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord.
The time invites. Start over.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord.
But the time invites. No, here's
And you shall keep the key.
You're not supposed
Yeah.
You're not supposed to leave. Sort of.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. And, sister, as the winds give benefit...
Yeah, that was a really janky pan, too.
No, that was
Action.
to his speech, my lord.
That's a long thing. You want me to say it once?
Wait. Action.
Oh, fear me not. I stay too long. But here my father comes.
Father!
Okay, come up close. Stop it.
Oh, I thought you were going to us.
And you call them.
I do not know what I should think, my lord.